Luka Doncic, as we said, his fourth game as a Laker.
LeBron wants him to fit out.
Doncic, long three-pointer. That's good. Step back three. It's good. Doncic dancing on the floor tonight. Alley-oop to James. What a pass. Doncic. Luka lighting it up. That is a happy head coach. Luka Doncic has his first signature performance as a Laker.
Trying to feel like myself a little bit, you know. That's why I was smiling the whole game.
The Lakers came into Saturday having lost 13 of their previous 14 contests to Denver. LA finally eliminated the team that knocked them out of the playoffs the last two seasons, 123-100, snapping the Nuggets' 9-game win streak. LeBron put up 25 and Luka 32. Here's JJ fired up after the dubs.
The bench was great. Everybody contributed. Luka, it's good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
It's good to have you back. Everybody that was on Jokic was awesome tonight. That was great. Last thing. Talk all season long about our belief and our conviction, okay? I hope that was fun. If we play that hard for the rest of the regular season, we're going to be just fine. That should build your belief. It built my belief in what we can accomplish, all right? It was awesome. Let's go.
All right, Legs.
Yeah.
I don't know if it built your belief. Did the Lakers win prove the West is wide open?
I'm going to use an analogy since we're talking about wide open. Let's talk about that in terms of like a door.
Okay.
So if I'm Oklahoma City, it's my house. Is my door wide open so anybody can come on in and challenge me? No, come on, stop. That door is firmly shut right now. It's Oklahoma City, and then it's everybody else trying to sort through it. Now, what has happened, the Lakers have made it interesting now that maybe they can get to that point. Maybe Denver can get to that point, but that was kind of a cold water on that a little bit on Saturday night. Mm-hmm. They were playing great, and then they got completely shut down. So that was a little bit interesting to me. I don't know that anybody views Houston and Memphis as being on OKC's level. Mm-hmm. The Lakers are probably now the most interesting team to talk about in trying to close the gap with Oklahoma City. But I'm not going to sit there and act like what I just watched for the last basically 60 games is not that Oklahoma City is the best team that I have seen all year. They don't have a weakness. They've got the best team defense in the league this year, without question. And they've also got more than enough firepower offensively, and they're deep. And they haven't really even been full strength very long. So for me, it's Oklahoma City still is in a different place than everybody else. Let's watch what the Lakers are about to do over the next few weeks. The games that stand out to me, Shannon, you probably know this already. I bet you got these circled. March 8th, Lakers at Boston. I want to see that one. And then April 4th, 6th, and 8th, Lakers play OKC back-to-back on the 4th and the 6th. And then on the 8th, they got, Dallas. That's the Dallas game. I just circled down because I know you probably know that one. So it's really those other three. That's the real measuring stick. That's going to.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Okay, if you say they're in the house and the door is closed, it's unlocked. We gonna walk in. I'm gonna put it to you like this here. I'm gonna put it to you like this here, Legs. OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5. With Luka playing like that, we got go James. It don't matter. It don't matter. Bron James, Luka Doncic.
Did you just say Lakers in 5?
Yeah, he's speaking like a fan now.
You better get drug tested. Something wrong with you. Yeah. Something wrong with you. Lakers in 5. Stop that nonsense.
Okay,
that's ridiculous.
I will say it one more time, Stephen A. Stephen A, one more time. Stephen, I want you to listen close. I want you to listen to Legs. OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5.
Man, crazy.
He's going to have a T-shirt on that says that. He's getting a T-shirt.
Stop that nonsense. Here's what I would say to you, though. Here's what I say to you, Legs, I get what you're saying. Oklahoma City's number 1. I got that. I'm not going to say the door is shut. I think the Lakers got a chance. We can't dismiss Denver. But talking about the Lakers, I want to put Dallas in the mix. Stay with me, Shay, on this. The Lakers, for obvious reasons, because of Luka gets loose like he did the other night, and that Luka shows up. It's the reason why J.J. Redick said, welcome back. It's good to see you, because in other words, that was the first game we saw Luka be Luka in a Lakers uniform. We get that part. And if you look at the versatility that the Lakers have been exercising okay, the size that they have, not on your front line, but everywhere else, with the ability to get out on shooters. That makes the Lakers very interesting defensively, and we know what they can do offensively. So if they can do anything defensively, they could be problematic, right? Even for somebody like an OKC. Why? Because we haven't seen it yet from OKC. Who did they lose to last year in the playoffs? It was Dallas. Here's why I bring up Dallas now. They're shelling themselves without Gafford and Anthony Davis. We know that, right? But if them brothers come back, which they're expected to, here's where it gets interesting for me. As Luka explodes, that puts more pressure on Anthony Davis. I don't believe that Anthony Davis has been under more pressure when he's on the basketball court in his career than he will be when he comes back this year, because Dallas, that city, and how they feel about having lost Luka. And Luka couples that by going to L.A. and showing out the way that he did Saturday night. Everything is going to be on Anthony Davis like, yo, what you going to do? Because we missed that, brother. What you going to show us? Anthony Davis, if you got Kyrie, if you got Gafford, P.J. Washington is still there. Christie is no scrub. Klay Thompson is a 4-time champion. If Anthony Davis shows up and be all world like we know he's capable of, then Dallas has a shot against OKC. Because remember, Tim, without Luka, who was injured, before the acquisition of Anthony Davis, Kyrie and then walked up to Oklahoma City and beat him not once but twice. Without Anthony Davis, without Luka. So to me, Oklahoma City has to show me they can do that. Go ahead, Shannon. Go ahead, Shannon.
They're not, and that's the thing, Stephen A., that I'm talking about. They're not the 96 Bulls. They're not the 15 Warriors. They're not unbeatable. Shai Gilgeous is playing out of his mind. He is the MVP. As great as Yoke is playing, Shai is the MVP. But I don't know if they got enough. I don't know if they got enough scars on them. I don't know if they're toughened enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they have enough callous to deal with the rigors of the playoffs. We're going to find out, legs.
Now, hey, listen, that was clearly true a year ago, without a doubt. And at no point last year, by the way, even though they were one in the West pretty much most of the year, at no point did you ever hear me say I expect them to end up in the finals. I knew they weren't ready. They ended up, once Dallas made those moves, that was the team I jumped behind pretty much immediately. They get to the finals. This OKC team is just different, though, man. And I don't get the same. Because of Hartenstein? It's everything. It's the emergence of Aaron Wiggins now. That dude's giving them on a bad night 15, on a good night 25. Every night he's giving them that now. Cason Wallace. Isaiah Joe is one of the highest-rated individual defenders in the league.
And I'm a Jalen Williams.
40% from
and I'm a Jalen Williams fan.
He's an all-league caliber defensive player and giving you 20 a night. And then you got Shai, who has an answer for every defense. That's why I'm saying this feels different. I will say by the way, Caruso, let's not forget about him. And he was huge last night.
Yes, he was.
In the fourth quarter.
Against that was no doubt about it. I want to say this real quick. I brought this up, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to beat it until the cows come home. You know, my man Matt, PR, and OKC, forgive me about this. I keep bringing up the name Sam Presti. Sam Presti is one of the elite executives in NBA history, one could easily argue. Look at the inordinate amount of talent that he has had in Oklahoma City, Shannon, Tim, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Victor Oladipo, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson. The list goes on and on and on. No championship. At some point in time, we have to look at Sam Presti, appreciating and recognizing his greatness, but as is the case with a player, as is the case with a coach, as is the case with an executive, when are you going to close the deal and give us the chip? You didn't do it with us with Scott Brooks. You didn't do it with us with Billy Donovan. Now you got Dagnall, who I like a lot, but you've got he can coach.
He's brilliant.
Coach. He can coach. But Sam Presti, you got to close the deal.
I got to leave it there. I know you have something to say. We're going to have to wait for it.
Yes, he is.
Coming up, the Celtics outclassed Stephen A's Knicks.